Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, in the integrations, we have one very important topic. Okay. So let's go here for rest messages. Right. Now, I think this one. Right. When we are setting up an integration, we have some one option called MAD server. Did we noticed it? Correct. We noticed it, but we didn't use it. Everyone correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the MAD server that sends this HTTP request, okay, blah 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 blah, blah it written here, okay. But generally, what is MAD server? We call it as mid server, okay. So now yesterday we made a connection between ServiceNow with Jira. Is that correct, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Now ServiceNow send a request, Jira take the rest request and then do some action and then send the response, right? The transactions are happening between these two, okay. And if I ask you, is there what are the security we are taking here? What are the security parameters we embedded or we implemented here? How it is secured? How much it is secured? What is an answer?
We are having authentication.
Yes. We are having authentication here. Okay. So authentication is the security parameter here. Very good. Okay. So is that enough?
No.
If I'm a simple hacker, I'm a graduate in hacking. Okay. Hacking your ID password is nothing for me. Correct? Let's say I'm a hacker, I hacked your account, user ID password. Then I can able to do everything here. I can get the details, I can put the details, I can post the details, I can everything, I can steal your data. Is that correct statement?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir, getting our incident data, what he will do, sir? Nothing he will do. But if we have access to get the HR data, then we have also tables now which contains the HRSD, HRSM, right? All the policies, all the employee details, all the salary details, all the account details, everything. Correct? Even our development team doesn't have access to HR tables. There is a separate account needed, and there are separate ACLs are there. Okay, HR is more scoped, right? So
Yes.
authentication is security parameter here. It's yes, correct. But is that enough? No. Okay, that is not enough. So that's why we have another authentication method called okay. Basic authentication is just a user ID password. But if it is not basic, we also have something called OAuth authentication. Okay. OAuth authentication, if you give, then you need to create a OAuth profile, right? So there is a process here. We don't go little deeper. Let's say I took this one, okay, OAuth profile, ADFS. So what is OAuth profile? OAuth authentication is, okay, this particular system to create a OAuth profile or to create a OAuth token, we call it as a token. Okay, token is a kind of, I will show you. So do you see when we got the response, when we got the details, system used one token. It already generated one token and it used it for communication. We noticed it. We don't know that time. Okay. So what this particular what will happen here is if I select this particular one, whenever you are sending, okay, this one will have some intervals. Okay. You don't need to go very deeper, but how it works is it will have some intervals, maybe half an hour, 1 hour interval. Okay. So when you send a request or a response, okay, using this one, using ADFS OAuth profile or any other OAuth profile, okay, for every 30 minutes it generates a new token. So now it generates ABC. Next time after 30 seconds it will generate, okay, maybe ABC, ABD, 1, 2, 3. So the token will be always keep on changing it. Okay. So that token will be used as credentials. That will be more secure. If I am a hacker, how can I crack the token which generates every 30 minutes? Is that possible?
No.
No, impossible, no? So that is another level of keeping the authentication. Basic authentication is credentials. Next is OAuth. Okay. So if you keep OAuth, OAuth will create a ticket. OAuth will create a token for every regular interval. Okay. Uh, 300 seconds, correct? Number in seconds. 300 seconds means how many? 5 minutes, correct? So as per this one for every 5 minutes it generates a token, and if every time it sends a data, okay, it use that token, and the other platform also will have the same kind of thing. So it identify the token. The ADFS between these two platforms works this way. But this is another a different topic now. It's a deep topic. Okay, I'm not going that much deeper. Just okay, basic level I am keeping it. Okay, so this is more secure. First level is basic authentication. Second level is OAuth authentication. There are two types of authentications. Okay, so even if you keep basic or OAuth, still you want something else. What is something else is, okay, here even if you use basic or OAuth, you can't measure the transactions, or you can't have a list or report of the transactions. Okay, when, where, how. Better reporting. Okay, or better visibility, or better tracking, or better stopping, better gateway. So what it is introduced is there is a tool called MID server. MID server is not Servicenow tool, it's a general tool. Okay. So what you do is you create a MID server. What is MID server, sir? Okay, is that a server? No, just a Java program. The name gives like it's a MID server, but it's just a Java program. Okay, what it will do is, okay, it will do something like I will tell you. Okay, let me show you. Image is not required, but how it shows is in this one is very good. Showing these topics, okay, like this. No, this is not MID server. This one. Okay. So if you add MID server now, like let's go here and then add MID server. You need to add MID server here. Okay. So it is like this. What we add, sir? Okay. So in your one of your system computers, you take one server, and in that server you install one application called MID server. This is an application. Okay. Once you install it, then this is the installation program. Okay. You can map that MID server which you installed into your service now here like this. This is the server, and the status it is right now is running. It should be always up. Whatever you attach the MID server into your ServiceNow instance, this should be always up. Okay, so it is like this. You add the details here. Okay, the server name, that authentication, where is the server, everything. So system will try to connect to that and then get the details here, and it shows like this. Okay, as a developer, sir, do we configure it? You don't configure it if you're a developer, but your platform architect will configure it. Okay, what is your job is you need to monitor. It's our job is to monitor every time you need to. The MID server should be always up. First thing. Okay, good. Why this is needed? First, we will try to understand why this is needed. Okay, so here if you see, okay, in the REST message or REST method, what you created, right here. You are understanding, ma, so far? Whatever I covered, you are understanding it, right? Everyone? Yes? Is that
Yeah, yes, sir.
okay? Now, if I have a MAD server here, na, let's say I have three MAD servers. I will use one. Okay, I will point that MAD server here. Okay, so let's say my MAD server name is this one, ANS01. I will add here ANS01. Okay, so now how this helps us is, so in this integration, the MAD server come into picture like this. Okay, now every time ServiceNow send a request. Okay, earlier the request will directly go to Jira. The Jira will do the action and then send back the response. So this is how earlier it is. Now you kept a intermediate program here. How now works is, ServiceNow send a request to MAD server. MAD server will take this request and then process to Jira. Jira do that action and then sends back the response to MAD server, and MAD server sends back to ServiceNow. Okay, and the transaction, ServiceNow send a request to MAD server. The transaction will be called as probe. Okay, in its terminology, it is probe. In our terminology, it's a request or a response, whatever it is. The communication, the one transaction between these two is a probe. Okay, now ServiceNow send to this one. This one will send to this one, and this one will do something and then send the response to this one, and then it will take from here. Now, is that an additional security? Yes, because even this also validate your credentials. In order to pass through this, the authentication should be matched. The program is designed in a way that this also validate every transaction and then only process it. We understood, my everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in a simple way, how we can tell about MAD server? If you get an answer, a question, na, MAD server is a middleware kind of. Okay. So if you add MAD server in your integration, okay. So ServiceNow sends the request to MAD server, and then MAD server sends the request to the destination platform, and it acts like a middleware, a gateway, which gives more additional security. First thing. Second thing is, MAD server is a simple Java application which needs to be installed and configured in a server. That's it. Two things. Clear, everyone? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, everyone, MAD server is clear before I go to the next topic of it. Yes? Till this point, clear, ma'am? Please confirm it.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
about that probe, sir? One second. Probe.
Probe is nothing like, okay, the, okay. So if ServiceNow and MAD server both are speaking between them, okay, I am ServiceNow and you are MAD server. Okay. And I sent you 10 jobs to do. What I will tell you, like I send you 10 props, please check and do.
It's a
Got it,
list,
ma?
right? Oh,
It's a transaction, it's a request or response, whatever it is, but the name the name it's used it is a prob.
okay, sir.
You don't use the word called transaction or a request or response.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Yes, good. Everyone, got it, everyone, till this point? Yes? Okay. Right. So, sir, now in ServiceNow I created a group. Okay. And there is a business tool. The business tool have REST message initiation. Okay. And it is sending the data to Jira to do the job and then getting the response. Okay. So this is what the integration we set it up. Okay. I created a group in ServiceNow, but I found it in Jira that it's not created. What are the reasons? What are the reasons? Just think.
Authentication failed.
Very good. Auth failed or token failed. Okay, like authentication means basic or whatever it is. Yes, good. First thing is correct. Next, if it is authentication fail, how you get to know? Ma?
401 400.
401. Yes, super. Nice. Next. Next.
Might be mid server is down.
Okay, might be mid server is down. Okay, what is that meaning of mid server is down? I will tell you. Okay, good. Next. Next. The Jira is down. If Jira is down, what will happen?
It can't take a request and not able to give the response back.
Correct. I sent a letter to one of my friend to one address. Okay, and he's already vacated that house and he went to different city. Now, what happened to that letter? Will he read it? No, no.
No.
Correct. So Jira is down. Okay. So there would be other parameters also. When you go case by case about the each case integration, there are other things also. Let's say the Jira changed the API. The Jira changed the API parameter. Okay, then that also failure. Correct?
Yes.
Everyone correct? Yes. Now we are using one API. Okay. Tomorrow Jira is upgraded with a new version, and they also upgraded to that version. And in that version, the API details are changed, the parameters are changed, the language is changed. Then the channel that we already built may not work. Correct, everyone? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. It can be anything, ma. Now, if you just go on, the reasons can be anything. Okay. But possible. We are discussing very high level possible things. Okay. API details are changed or mismatched. Okay. Now authentication failed. Sir, we configured one time. So from Jira side or ServiceNow side, if you change the password or ID or if the user is inactive, then that issue will come. Maximum we don't change. Yesterday in I think evening class, I think morning class or evening class, I think I don't know. You people only. Okay, sir, we used one account and that guy left the organization. Then what we do, sir? Is that question from you people, right? Correct?
No. No,
No,
sir.
no. I think that is for update set. Okay. So in the update source we are creating now. In the update source, what is update source? By the way.
It will capture the configuration and customization, and we can move in from one instance to another instance.
That is the definition of update set. I asked for update source.
To create update source in target instance to pull all the completed update sets from the source instance.
Sir, it
Pass
is
the
to
URL
pull
and
the, actually update source, like we can able to retrieve the update sets from one source to another source.
So update source is a connectivity between one platform to another platform, and it will help to retrieve the update set. Okay. So instead of loading via XML file, you can retrieve directly using update source. Correct? And when you are building update source, you give the lower instance URL and then credentials. You create one account and then use that credentials so that it has proper access to do it. Everyone, you got that point?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
complete? Yes. Now, when you are giving a user account, I give an admin access, admin user account, so system administrator. One of the student raised a question, sir, what if you are using one user account? Now, what if the user left the organization? Right? We need to change that user, right? Then I said, no, ma, we don't use common user accounts. We create a separate system account, then we use it so that no one will change it. No one will touch it. Good question, right? Now here also, the authentication which we use will be untouched almost. If we touch it, then all the transactions which are associated with that integrations will be failed. Correct, everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now MAD server down. Sir, what is MAD server? We understood. What if it is down? So when it will be down? How we would know? Okay. So very carefully see here. When you install an MAD server, you will have multiple MAD servers in your platform. Okay. You don't only run one. Minimum two you will have it. If one is down, immediately it will pick another one. Okay. So like this we will say. Okay. So in your platform, you see all MAD servers listed like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So let's say I have two MAD servers. Okay. 1 and 2. I need to make sure that they always keep on running. It should be always up. Okay. So if it is down, you see red one here. It's down. Okay. So when you see down, what you need to do immediately? Okay. Why it will be down? Okay. So there would be there would be multiple reasons. Okay. So let's say the server is restarted or server is down. The MAD server will be installed. This is a simple application. Okay. Just 10 MB, 20 MB application where it will be installed in a separate respect to server. It can be Windows server or a Linux server. Okay. So wherever you install that MAD server, if that main server is down due to maintenance, okay. So MAD server also will be down. Yes.
yes,
If server is so let's say okay, you shut down your computer, and if I ask you, okay, is that MS Word running, MS Office running in your computer?
no,
No.
No. Similarly, okay, if main server is down, automatically MAD server also. This is an application. It's a simple application. This will also be down. So one reason. Okay. Second reason. Okay. So MAD server also have version. So see here, the MAD server image that you see here, what version it is showing? Orlando 12.11 2019. Correct? Yes, everyone. Do you see here?
yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. So MID server version should be always compatible with ServiceNow version. So that's why every time you upgrade your instance, you need to get the MID server, the latest MID server, download and then upgrade that version also. This is very important. You can download from here and then you can just go and then install it. If your ServiceNow version and MID server version is not matched, then also you get this kind of error. You are getting I can't say that it will give a communication error, transactional error, but it is also have a possibility to give an error. The transaction may fail. You are running with okay Vancouver and your MID server version is okay maybe Tokyo. Then you may get an error. Got it, my everyone? Yes,
yes,
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Third one. Okay. When you install MID server in your server, the respective server, you get one service. Okay. Which server? 1 second. I don't know how to search it. Okay. Service. These are difficult to teach now, okay, because we don't have the setup now. People will ask me, can you teach item? Can you teach discovery? So first of all, we need to set it up. We need to have a server and then plugin and then communication and then so many things. So, so see here, very good. It's a, so what is that is, maybe you can see this video, okay, later. But, download, save images. So when you install MID server, no, it adds a service in the computer or the respective server. Okay, download image. By very good. So, so see here, okay. So when you install MID server, it adds a service in the computer or the respective server. Okay, download image by very good. So, so see here, okay. So when you install MID server, it adds a service in the computer or the respective server. Okay, download image. By very good. So, so see here, okay. So when you install MID server, it adds a service in the computer or the respective server. Okay, download image. By very good. Give me a second. This is important point. That's why I would like to show it so that it will help you in interviews. Where did I copy it? I copied here only, no? Very good. Very, very good. Save image as desktop, max, default, ITCM. Okay. So there is a service. Everyone know what are services? Everyone know what is services? Services. Do you know service? No, we don't know, sir. Okay. Good. Right. So what is services? Let's say you are using your computer, laptop, no? Okay. You connect. You just you just brought a printer. Okay. Printer or a scanner. What you do, ma? What you do when you get a printer? What you do? The printer will be having a plug kind of port that you connect to computer. Then automatically the printer will come here. So you can start printing it. Is that correct statement? Yes or no?
Yes, it will show.
It will show. Correct. So now if it shows how your laptop identified that particular printer, first thing. Second thing is every time you print, how the job will go to that printer. Second thing. Okay. So when you plug that printer cable, no, automatically the printer drivers will install. Do you know that, everyone? Printer drivers, scanner drivers. Have you ever installed any applications related to drivers? No. Yes. No. Okay.
Sometime if we are connecting the external device to the laptop, that
External
time if
device to laptop. That time also you see something
yeah,
installing drivers
yes,
installing.
driver something, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Same kind of same. Now what is here is when you install any application, it associated with some drivers or some services. Okay. So service is something like if you go to services.msc, you get the services. So right now in my computer, which I am presenting, these are all services are running. If you see here and running. Because these services are running, some other programs are running, and that's why I'm able to show, and that's why I'm able to run this laptop. You don't know them, but they are running it. Okay, I'm alive, I'm speaking because my heart is running, my brain is working, my brain is sending communication to all my channels. That's why I'm speaking, I'm thinking, I'm listening, I'm presenting, I'm clicking. Correct? If my brain is not working, can I able to do all these things? No, right? Similarly, to run this particular platform means laptop, there are so many services are running, Windows services, driver services, so many. Okay. When you install MID server, in that particular server, you have one service installed. So see here, Servicenow MID server 2, right? And this should be always running. If the service is down, then you get down here. Okay. If it is down, what you need to do is immediately you need to go to the laptop, you need to go to that particular server which it is installed and then check the service and then make sure that it is running. First thing what you need to do is this one. Okay. Whatever the other reasons, they are second. Okay. So the first one is also like, see, you are trying to connect to server. If the server is down, then how you can see the service? Anyway, this will also will cover, correct? So you need to connect to the server and then check the service and then make sure that it is running. If it is not running, start it, forcefully run it. You got it, my everyone? Yes. So this is the main activity that you do. Majority of the times, if MID server is down, first thing you need to check, guys, check the service and then make sure that it is running. You are understanding it, ma? Yes. You understood this point, everyone? Yes or no? Please
Yes.
confirm it now. Okay. So these are the basic things. Okay. And if you go beyond the topic, based on the connectivity, based on the other platform, based on the, okay, so many parameters come into picture. Recently, we got one issue with Jira. What is that is, okay, we have Servicenow and we have Jira. Okay. So the Jira was running with some version, maybe 8.0 version. Okay. What they did is, there are so many transactions are happening. Okay. Story updation, epic updation, okay, so many things. If something updates in Servicenow, the same thing needs to update in Jira, kind of. Okay. And how this one was done is using Jira Spoke. Jira Spoke, once you install it, there are so many actions will come. We made those actions and configured it. So the Jira people, what they did is they upgraded it. They upgraded it to 9.0, and they didn't tell us. Okay, they need to tell us. Okay, that is the main thing. They didn't tell us, and then from Monday they were started reporting it. Okay, our jobs are failing. Our jobs are failing. Our jobs are failing. The Jira process owner came to us and say, okay, my jobs are failing. Do it. P1. They created a P1. And we checked it. ServiceNow said nothing is changed. We know, no? We know we have better control. So that Friday, fortunately, unfortunately, there is no release. So we didn't touch anything. If we had released, maybe we would have moved some update sets. Maybe it impacted something. We are sure, like we are 100% sure. We didn't move any update sets. So we stick to that. Okay. We didn't do any update, and nothing happens from ServiceNow side. It may be issue from Jira side. That's what. But still, it is an impact from our platform also, because it's associated. So we need to take it up. So they raised P1 to push us, and we need to be very restricted here so that we will not impact. If we don't have that wall, they will screw us. They will put, when something happens, na, the blaming game will come into picture. This is your issue. Do it. And if we agree that it is our issue, immediately they will say when you will fix it. When you will fix it. They will chase us. Okay. These are all the pain. Okay. These are all birth pains of a manager. Okay. Good. Now that's where we were. Now we analyzed from logs, and then we got to know, like, it's not the issue from ServiceNow, the issue from Jira. Something is Jira issue. We don't care. We don't want. What we can do, let us know we do. Okay. Then the Jira administrator came up and say we upgraded it. Because of that upgrade, there are some APIs which are changed. There are old APIs which are deprecated, and this particular existing connectivity was using the old APIs which are deprecated by this new version. Good. So now, where the issue, where is the issue, ma? Who was the culprit here? ServiceNow or Jira?
Jira.
Jira. Okay, very good. Okay. Now they agreed it. This is what they happened. Okay. So now what to do? We said, okay. So in our Jira spoke, what we need to do from ServiceNow side is, okay. So we need to do something to match this. Okay. So give me a second. Create action. Create. I will show you. I will try to show you. Okay. Why I'm showing all this is, like, you should get some knowledge. Okay, that helps you to speak in interviews. Don't take it as a heavy. Okay, and you don't get these kind of things, live kind of examples outside. So there is an action in Jira. Okay, maybe create issue or something. Okay, uh, create issue. Okay, let's say create issue. Okay, now this issue, I used this one. We used this one in all the communications. Okay, so they upgraded to 9.0. Okay, so the ServiceNow documentation says we need to upgrade our Jira spoke to 9.0 some version. Okay, we did that. When we did that, the create issue action was deprecated, and they introduced some other create issue. Okay, we found two issues. One is create issue, one is create issue deprecated. And whatever we used, that is deprecated one. So what we need to do? We need to reconfigure every flow with a new create issue. In all the flows, create issue deprecated action was there. You understood, ma? Everyone? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, yes? So the Jira spokes needs to be upgraded to match the Jira version. When we upgrade it, we found two create issues. One is create issue, another one is create issue in bracket deprecated. Okay, let me see if any deprecated issues are there. I don't see. Maybe if I install new one, or maybe I'll see something. Okay, so I will see something called create issue deprecated in bracket. Okay, now whatever the flows which we already configured, which we were configured, they were with create issue deprecated, which don't work. That's why it's failed. Now we need to reconfigure all the flows with create issue new one. Got it, everyone? Yes. This was the situation from Servicenow side. Now we agree like, okay, we need to do from Servicenow side, this is what our action item to fix the issue. Okay. Then immediately, when you will do, when we can expect, by end of the day, by in 1 hour, in half an hour. Okay. We don't entertain all these things. We have a release pattern. If you want, wait for next Friday. Okay. As it is a P1, it's a business case. We will do it, but we want minimum. Okay. There are some 13, 14 flows. Okay. We asked for 2 weeks because we need to understand and then we need to do testing everything. We don't only calculate time for development. We calculate time for entire release management, SDLC. So we asked for 2 months. They agreed for maybe some less time, 8 days and 9 days. So we started. We know that we can do it in 3 days, but we asked for more time. That's what manager can do for his team. Okay. Now we rechanged it and everything is properly tested and moved. Okay. This is one solution we proposed. There is another solution also. What could be the other solution, ma, to fix the same issue? Just think. This is the issue. This issue is found, and this is what the action item. But without doing anything, there is another action item also that we proposed to them, but they didn't do it. There is a technical challenge. What could be that issue, ma? Just think.
We need to provide the new API information
Why? To provide the new API information to whom?
in ServiceNow wherever we are using the old one.
Then we have that and we need to do it. Now we only do service no job. That's what our action item. My question is to not do any action from service no side to protect ourselves. We have also one more proposal. We can tell them so that we don't need to do any job. What is that solution?
They can keep the old APIs active
Where?
on Jira side.
So how they can get it back? Downgrade the Jira from 9 to 8. Correct?
You can
Yes.
downgrade the version.
If they can downgrade the version of Jira 9.28, then all the issues will fix. So we proposed this one first. Okay, this is your issue. Do it, fix it. Okay, what happened is they downgraded on Friday, and the issue came on Monday and Tuesday to the live. By this time, there are so many records, so much of data was already created, so they can't downgrade it. Okay, so there is no option. We need to do. We did it. We are understanding it, ma? Everyone, yes.
Yes, sir.
So what we proposed is downgrade it, then upgrade it to lower instances, and we give it to dev, we test it, we reconfigure it, and then we follow every process that how we process it. So if they downgrade it, then we will do it in dev. We will move to test, let them test it properly, every flow. And then once everything is done with new spoke and new version in lower versions, then we will move to higher version, even in production. That's what the process. But they didn't do process properly. And we don't entertain from ServiceNow side. You are understanding the situation and everything what we did. It's not only doing the job, but things will be more complex if you can't able to manage it in live environment. That's why managers are there. If your manager is dummy, say everything to customer, then you are gone. You need to do this entire job in 1 hour because it's P1 and Jira people are blaming you. It's your job. They don't agree. If they agree, then they need to do. Correct? My developer told, sir, we can do it in 2 days. I asked for 8 days. Why I asked for 8 days? There was a big fight actually. Last week, before my holidays, I took some. I told no P1 issue, P1 issue. I took 1 or 2 day holiday also. Did no classes. Correct? You remember, ma? Someone asked, sir, what is P1? Do you remember? I think it's for
Yes, sir.
evening. No, not. I think it's for evening batch. Okay, night. I didn't take 2, 3 classes for B30. Okay, I was in P1 calls and working with the developer and closely associated with testing, everything. I was there for till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock for 2, 3 days. Maybe not your batch, evening batch. Okay. So this is what happened. So why I am speaking all this is because when it integration fails, it have a huge impact on the processes, services. So we need to understand what is integration and what is the impact of every step that we do. Okay. And if we don't have basic strong knowledge on these concepts, you can't manage the situation. Understand that. It is not something like creating a UI policy or update set. It is something beyond. Correct? Yes, everyone? Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these are the 3, 4 simple things. And sir, if it's failed, we got to know that it's failed. Then how we will understand, how we will let to know, sir? First of all, whether it's failed or not. So for every transaction, we take the response and then we store the response in logs. The response will tell us the primary first thing is the response, reading the response and then understand what is the response is coming. From the response itself, you get it. What is the issue? Then you will start understanding what you need to be done. The logging is very important. Okay, good. So this is what about the integrations. Okay, so what we covered is more than enough. Stick to that. Be very strong, and then learn some 2, 3 integrations also. E-bonding integration, some blah 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 blah. Okay, before you attempt interviews. Okay.